Hey everyone, welcome to Quick Break Games, where we cover everything LEGO gaming. In this video, we're going to be covering LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga, the big new LEGO game from TT Games coming out at still an unknown time in the future. I thought we would have known that by now because it is E3, and this video is going to be talking about the lack of news at E3, at least so far, at the time of me making this video. So there was a lot of speculation about when this game was going to appear. So back in April, we did get a statement from TT Games saying that the game was not going to come out in the spring, and that they were going to give us more information about the game as soon as possible. And a lot of people thought that meant May the 4th, because that was about a month after that statement, but they didn't do anything for that date, despite doing something back in 2020. So then, of course, everyone was like, okay, well, of course E3, they'll show the game. A LEGO game has never missed E3, at least to my knowledge, so of course they're going to show up at E3. And here we are at E3, 2 months after their delay statement, and we still have absolutely nothing about this game. Of course, E3 isn't quite over yet at the time of this video coming out. I think Nintendo is going tomorrow, and I think there might be a couple other events still happening. So I guess the whole E3 time frame is still going on, but at the time of this video, we still haven't gotten anything because there was two main events we thought the game was going to show up at. That was the Summer Games Fest, and it didn't show up there. That was back on Thursday. And then Microsoft's press conference, we thought it could show up there because the game was originally revealed at a Microsoft press conference back at E3 2019, and it didn't show up there either. So kind of our two biggest events for this game showing up, it didn't show up. So that's a bit unfortunate. Of course, they could just release a trailer, tomorrow or something if they wanted to. I guess if they did release something today, then you guys won't be watching this video. But since you guys are watching this, that means we got nothing today, unfortunately. So in this video, I really want to look at the fan reaction just to see what everyone's thinking here, kind of what the morale is within the LEGO Star Wars community. And we're going to be checking Twitter and maybe even a bit of Reddit. So I just searched up hashtag LEGO Star Wars Skywalker Saga just to see what people are saying, and sorted by latest, and let's go here. So we have Awesome Platter Fan says, we want LEGO Star Wars Skywalker Saga. When do we want it? I guess he meant now, but he said no. We have at E3, we want LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga. Lucasfilm Games, TT Games, any word or hint or a set release date for LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga. I first pre-ordered LEGO Star Wars Skywalker Saga in 2019. After delay with no news from TT Games, I'm now getting a refund. This game is like a Yeti, prove it exists. Yeah, a lot of people are starting to get worried that this game even exists. I mean, we did get the gameplay reveal last year, so that kind of proves it. But man, if we didn't get that, it would almost, it really would feel like the game didn't exist, you know what I mean? Any chance from LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga at E3? So a lot of people are asking, there's my tweet. I confirmed that the game is not canceled. A lot of people are saying it's canceled. No, it is not. I wish we had more transparency. To be fair, E3 2019 is not over. They could drop a trailer tomorrow. That's just what I said earlier on in this video. So I released that tweet yesterday. At least I'm trying to talk in the future because this video is going to be releasing the next day after I'm recording this. Yeah, can people stop saying LEGO Star Wars Skywalker Saga is canceled when it's not? Yeah, it's not canceled, guys. That would be very foolish. Warner Brothers has already invested a ton of money into this game. It would be pretty bad if they actually canceled it. ATT Games, LEGO Star Wars Games, where the blank you're all at? When are we going to get information on Skywalker Saga? Why are y'all leaving us in the dark? So for blank's sake, it's been 9 months since the latest piece of info. Just give us something, just one thing, please. How am I meant to be excited for a game if there's nothing to get excited about? The only disappointment was the lack of LEGO Star Wars. Where are you? And then we got Tactical Operator, no LEGO Star Wars Skywalker Saga news at Xbox Bethesda. Wish there was LEGO Star Wars. So we just have a lot of people really wanting LEGO Star Wars news here, because if you remember, the last time we got news was actually at Gamescom last year, which was all the way back in like late August 2020. So we are getting close to 10 months without any news besides like the delay news that we got back in early April. So it is quite strange how we're not getting anything here. Man, I'm really hoping we get something soon. So let's go ahead and check Reddit just to see what people are saying there. Here we have a post from Hunter. It's just a game. I think we should not expect anything for a while and just deal with life and other games to tie us over. We don't know what's going on behind the scenes, so else do not harass the devs. So I do agree with that. We should not harass the devs. They can't say anything on Twitter, so I know a lot of people go towards the developers because we're not hearing anything officially. Don't even go to them, like, don't bother. Early on, I was kind of asking them stuff, like, this was a long time ago, like, after E3, like, late 2019, early 2020. I was just kind of asking the devs just to see what I could get out of them. But guys, it's clear now they're not going to tell us anything, so please just don't harass the devs about this game. It really won't do any good, and you're probably just going to get blocked, to be honest. So I don't agree with, we don't know what's going on behind the scenes. That's true, but I wish they would just tell us. Like, why can't TT Games come out with a statement saying, hey, you know, we're having some development troubles, you know, COVID or whatever, and you're not going to hear about this game for a while. We're not going to be at E3, you know. When they came out with that statement back in April, they could have said, you know, don't expect any news about this game for a while till later this year or something, but they didn't say that, you know, because when they say they're going to release news as soon as possible, when you say that in April, that usually means either May the 4th or E3, so it's unfortunate we still didn't get anything. Let's see what else this guy says. Stop speculating, and you YouTubers that cover this game make videos on the game when there's actually something such as actual news from the dev. Yeah, so I'm not going to do that. I'm going to continue to make videos about this game. I've said that in the last one of these videos. People want to have videos talking about this game and really the status of this game, and they kind of want to know any little bit of detail, even if it's not official. So yeah, I'm going to keep making videos about this game. Sorry to whoever made that, Hunter5173. Holiday 2021 or early 2022. So yeah, a lot of people are speculating that this game is coming in 2022 now. Dead hype. Let's see what this guy is saying. At this point, my hype for this game is dead. There's so many games I'm looking forward to. The fact that we haven't heard any updates from developers or Warner Bros. Shows that we probably won't get the game until 2022. I'm also tired of hearing the same excuses from the subreddit, like can't rush delays. Yeah, you know, I think people need to stop defending like Warner Bros. Lack of communication about this game. Like, there was a private demo back at E3 2019. Now, they probably made it private because the game wasn't polished enough back then, but it's been 2 years since then. Like, it's definitely not a case of the game not being ready enough to show. Like, heck, we saw gameplay back in August of last year, so the game is definitely in a state to where you could show it to us. You could show us screenshots at the very least. You could give us a trailer, so that's not really an excuse, I don't think, is that the whole trouble development, because the game is developed enough to where they could show us gameplay. They could give us a gameplay demo. We know that because, heck, they released an unpolished demo back at E3 2019. Surely they could release something much better than that 2 years later. So yeah, I don't think that's really a good excuse. We need to stop kind of excusing WB Games on the lack of marketing with this game. But other than that, I think that's kind of enough for this video, just to kind of look at the reaction. So fans are really begging for news about this game, so hopefully TT Games will respond. They did, you know, release that delay announcement back in April because the game wasn't coming out in the spring, so hopefully we'll get something else. You know, they didn't even give us a date back then, so yeah, I'm really starting to think this game, actually, I'm just going to go ahead and say it. I think this game is coming out in 2022, since we're not hearing about it in E3. Unless we get something the next few days after this, I think this game is going to be a 2022 game, which is kind of insane because originally it was October 2020, then it got pushed back to spring, and now it's getting pushed back to 2022. So it's like a 1.5 year delay, at least, we're looking at here from the original release date. So it's getting kind of ridiculous, and hopefully Skywalker Saga will get some news shortly, but hopefully things will change. Like, I just want to see something, some statements from TT Games. Give us some transparency, that's all we want. Give us some screenshots, market the game, give us some hype, because the community is really excited about this game, and obviously this game was revealed way too early in my opinion. But yeah, other than that, let me know what you think about all this. What are your thoughts about this game? Do you think we should keep kind of making excuses like, oh, you know, it's a new game engine, it's the biggest LEGO game ever, that's why it keeps getting delayed, and they can't show us anything? But I think the excuses only really work for them pushing back the release date of the game. They don't really work for the marketing. Like, they could still market the game despite it coming out later, you know what I mean? But anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Like this video if you enjoyed it, dislike it if you disagree, and subscribe for more LEGO Star Wars videos, as well as a lot of other LEGO gaming content here on the channel. So other than that, I'll see you guys next time here on Quick Break Games.